guys, it's Megan. I am on a video making roll right now. I am just feeling very chatty. I'm very excited about making videos, and I'm also feeling very excited about project panning, using up products, not buying products, and I just wanted to chat with you guys about it because pretty much no one else cares other than you guys about this type of thing. So in the past, I guess like 2 months, definitely in April and mostly in May, I was not really wearing a lot of makeup. I was not really focusing on my projects or feeling very inspired by panning or using things up in general, and my May empties was very impressive. So that is definitely a good thing because I was focusing on a lot of skincare and deluxe samples that I'm just trying to move out of my collection, and I feel very proud about that because skincare is something you guys know I buy too much of, or I used to buy too much of. Now I'm doing a lot better, like crazy better. But it's still something I have quite a bit of to use up in my collection before I could justify bringing more stuff in. So that was good on the skincare front to use that up, and my Project 20, why do I always say project? Finish 24 by 4th of July is going really well. It's going to be ending in a few weeks when I turn 24, which is creepy as hell that I'm going to be 24, but 24 seems like a very good age, so I'm excited about that. But now it's June, and for some reason I'm just like in high gear. I'm like panning, not buying stuff, using stuff up, wanting to declutter, wanting to look through my things and reorganize and rediscover what I own, and I am just like pumped. And I guess for those months like April and May, I really wasn't watching a lot of YouTube. And I go in phases, which I've talked to you guys about before, where I'm always obsessed with a TV show or something, and right now I'm really into Chef's Table on Netflix. If you're into cooking and really like high-end cooking, this is such a cool show because it's like a documentary on these super incredible chefs, like the best chefs in the world, who you get to see like a 1-hour like documentary of them and their life and how they got started, and just the way they live is also different and really awesome. So I'm obsessed with that, but I was really obsessed with other shows during those months where I wasn't watching YouTube pretty much at all. So now I'm really getting back into it. I'm getting back into watching Project Pan updates, and sorry, the wind is nuts. I don't know if you could hear that. But NIECY has been doing these really awesome beauty declutters and like looking through her different drawers and just reminding herself of what she owns, and that is the kind of thing that really inspires me, and I love doing declutters, and I'm always surprised on how many views they get, but it really does make sense because when you see someone declutter and just reorganize and talk through what they're getting rid of and why they're getting rid of it and what they're keeping, and like if they have like a conflict in their mind, should I keep it or should I not, it really makes you think about your own stuff, and you're like, maybe I should look through that drawer that I avoid looking at or decluttering because it daunts me and I don't want to be reminded of all that stuff that I haven't used but I've owned for a long time. But it really, to my core, inspires me to see those types of videos, and I just did a declutter like not too long ago, and I already feel like I want to do another. I want to look through my stuff. I want to make sure I'm using it. And that, it gives me energy. It gives me excitement about doing project pans and my project use it up and empties, and it makes me look forward to making this type of video, and that is what keeps me going on these types of projects and these types of videos, because when in April and May, when I just wasn't really wearing makeup, wasn't really thinking about my projects, wasn't watching YouTube, I wasn't excited about it, and I just felt like, why am I even doing this? Like, this is such a waste of time. It's not fun anymore. But then all of a sudden, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Like, this is exactly what I want to be doing. I'm so glad I'm doing this. I want to do more, and it's exciting to do it. And sometimes in the past, and I might be getting into a little bit of this now, I've done too many projects at once. But it was when I was really excited about doing projects. And NIECY said in one of her videos that, like, she doesn't want to stop her momentum or, like, tell herself, no, don't do another project because you already have, like, 2 going on. But if you do, like, stop your momentum or not let yourself do a project that you're actually excited about doing, I think it will show and you will get uninspired and unexcited. But if you keep it up and you keep allowing yourself to do things that you're excited about, like, don't do every challenge that there is, or don't do 50 project pans at once unless you're excited about 50 project pans at once. But for me, I think doing my project use it up always is a good thing for me. Having a more long-term project pan is good, and then maybe like a short-term project pan. Those, I think having those 3 is a good balance for me. And because my Finish 24 by 4th of July is ending in just a few weeks, that kind of gives me the go-ahead to start a new project. So I am going to do 7 Summer Flings project pan created by the Daisy Girly. And then on July 4th, I'm going to be starting another project pan that one of my amazing friends on here is starting and invited me to join in on. So I can't wait for that, but I will be having 2 more long-term project pans going on at once that don't end like at the same time. They're like 2 months, one is 2 months later. So for me, that's okay, and I know I won't be able to finish up everything that I set my mind to, but it just keeps me excited and keeps me working on my projects, or projects and products, but doing more projects at once also makes me put in products that are more challenging and that I wouldn't put in if I was just doing one project at a time. Because with my Project 24 by 4th of July, I put in like everyday products, which I am definitely appreciative of because I've made a lot of progress on many of those products. And that is something that gives me a lot of excitement and motivation to continue. But with like maybe shorter term projects, that is when I try to do more like crazy items, not like really hard items, but just things that I might not want to use every day for like 5 months or something. So that's where I am now with projects, but I'm so excited about it. I hope to stay excited throughout this summer and throughout the rest of this year. We're like halfway done with the year at the end of this month, so on the weekend of my birthday, the 4th of July weekend, which is, oh my god, it's so soon, I can't believe it, I'm going to be doing my mid-year update of my beauty inventory, so my skincare and my body care, and I think that it'll be a really, really good update and not only remind me of how much work I still need to do, but also show me how much I've used up and focused on and how little I have purchased this year. And it is such an amazing feeling, you guys, and I just can't explain it any other way than a total lifestyle change. And I'm still shopping for other things, like not nearly as much as I used to. I hardly ever go shopping. I hardly ever shop online anymore. But when I do, I buy things that I have been wanting for a long time. I bought these really amazing shoes. Wait, let me show you. I was able to buy these amazing shoes that I have wanted for a long time, but would have never, ever been able to afford if I spent all my money on beauty products like I had in the past. But these are the Sam Edelman, I think they're called the TRINA sandals. I'll link them down below. They are everything to me. Like, this is my perfect shoe. I have like this weird, this is gonna be weird, I have this weird like hatred for my pinky toe. I know, my pinky toes, both of them. But these sandals, they cover my pinky toe, which that's a big deal for me. That's like a total selling point for me, and I know that's weird, but this does that. It covers my pinky toe. They're super easy to walk in. They have this amazing gold heel. Like, can we just? The buckle is so nice. The leather is so nice. I've never had Sam Edelman shoes. Very comfortable. Didn't give me blisters. Like, seriously, awesome freaking shoes. They're kind of expensive, but for a shoe that I know I'm going to wear all the time, 4 years, they can go dressy, they can go casual, I can wear them to work, I can wear them for fun. It was definitely the right decision to buy them. And that is how I am deciding on my purchases now. Will I wear them for a long time? Will I use whatever for a long time? Am I going to get enough use out of it to make the cost justifiable? Do you have the money right now to purchase those? That's always a factor in it. And do you have a million things exactly like it? And surprisingly, my answer is no. I don't have any sandals like that. And I just absolutely love them so much. And I'm very happy with that purchase. But now my purchases, since they're much farther between, few and far between, I can get nicer things that I have been wanting for a long time, instead of doing impulse purchases, which I still do. Don't get me wrong, I'm working on my impulse buying. Still happens, but much, much less often than ever before. Seriously, I don't think I have like avoided impulse buying this much since I was like a child. So this is very exciting for me, and I have a lot of work to do as always, and it's just inspiring to me and encouraging that someone like me who has always had an addiction to shopping, always finding something to spend my money on, is able to try to curb that and get better about doing that and not spending every dime that I have. It's very motivating and encouraging, and I know that if I can do it, anyone can do it, because I'm a person, I'm like hard on myself, but I'm also like lenient with myself. So in the past, there would be that little voice inside my head like saying, maybe you shouldn't do that, but I'd be like, oh, just do it, who cares? And that lenient side of me had more pull with my brain than my more strict side. And now, because I don't think of it as like the strict side of my brain, I think of it as responsible and smart and practical. I trust that voice in my head that says, maybe you shouldn't do that, maybe you shouldn't buy that extra thing, or maybe you shouldn't buy that at all. I really, really listen to that and trust that instinct inside of me way more than before. Before, I was much more impulsive, much more easily swayed by sales, gifts with purchase, extra points like at Ulta, and I'm definitely still swayed by those things, but only when I have thought about a purchase. And I only make purchases when there are those little additional bonuses. Like at Sephora, I only make a purchase when there's a sale. I don't think I've purchased anything from Sephora all year, which is really crazy. If I get gift cards for my birthday, I might buy things then, because I do have a wish list going for Sephora. But the next time I really see myself shopping at Sephora is the November VIB sale or the Friends and Family sale. So that's not until the fall. If I can not shop at Sephora until that sale, I am going to be so impressed with myself, like crazy impressed with myself. I think actually I did buy that Bite Beauty lipstick. I did buy that at Sephora this year. So I did at least shop at Sephora once this year, but once this entire year. It's been 6 months. Maybe I did more. I just can't remember. I know for sure I bought that one thing at Sephora. That might have been the only thing. I'll have to look back. But that is crazy, crazy impressive to me. And I just feel so much, like, so much weight has been lifted off my shoulders by making these changes in my life. And I'm not perfect and I'm not like saving every dime that I make, but I'm saving much more than I ever have. I told you guys in my get ready with me from this weekend that I started my 401k, and that is just amazing to me that I am going to be saving for my future already. I have a long-term savings account now, so I'm increasing my savings with the 401k, getting a company match, so free money. And I think that long-term savings that I have been saving up, I'm going to start, I'm thinking about it, I'm going to start putting that into like an investment fund. I have to figure out how to do that, but I think that would really add up as well, to have that in addition to my 401k, like a separate like stock type of thing to get money for my future. And then I have my emergency fund, which I cannot even believe how much I've been able to save in that fund, just in case anything were to happen to my car or if I lost my job, things like that, that you have that cushion to fall back on. And I don't even think about doing those savings anymore. Once I get my paycheck in my direct deposit, put this much towards long-term, this much emergency, this much short-term, this much student loans, this much to my car payment, different things. I know exactly what's gonna happen. I do it like a robot every time I get my paycheck, and then what's left, that's what I use to pay off my credit card for the month. And I pretty much put everything on my credit card. I think I've told you guys that because I have the American Express Blue Cash every day where I get cash back for every purchase that I make. And why not get cash back on stuff I'm already gonna buy, and gas is like 2% cash back. So I just put all my purchases on my Amex and then pay it off in full every month, never miss a month, never have a balance, and that has been working super well for me. And it's just my routine now. It doesn't feel like a struggle to put money into savings or to pay off my credit card. I just know that this is going to happen. And because I'm not shopping as much and I'm not like doing so many crazy things all the time, like driving around aimlessly, finding things to buy, I have to spend less on gas. I have less extra purchases. I have less stuff, even though I still have a lot of stuff. I have like, it's just all these things that add up that were habits that I had that I never really thought a second time about. I was just like, oh, that's just how I am or whatever. Now that I have actively changed those things about me, and it's a work in progress for sure, but now that it's more on the top of my mind all the time, it doesn't feel like a negative thing. Like when I would do no buys or low buys or things like that, or only buy this many things per year, that's all I could think about. All I could think about was, oh no, I can only buy 10 things this year, like what am I gonna buy? Now, if I only buy 2 things this year, which obviously I bought more than 2 things, but if I only happen to buy 2 things this year, I'm not thinking about, oh, what am I gonna buy with those 8 other things that I can allow myself to buy or whatever. So for me, changing my lifestyle and changing, like completely changing my shopping habits, my spending habits, number one tip for sure is not to save your credit card on company websites for quick checkout. That got me so many times. If like on Google Chrome, it'll be like, do you want us to save this credit card information? I always say no. If it says on the like Ulta's website, save this credit card, I always unclick it or say no. I don't want it to be easy. I want it to be a thing that I think about and think through every time I make a purchase, not just say, oh, this stuff is on sale, okay, click, and then the money is gone. I want to have to get out my credit card and think about it as I type in those numbers, and I'm like, should I buy this? And it really has curbed my online shopping, which was a huge problem for me. I was so obsessed with online shopping. It was scary. And now I hardly ever have boxes coming to my house, and that is definitely a good thing. So I'm just re-inspired. I'm really excited about saving more, spending less, having less stuff, using things up, and it's exciting to be excited about this again. And I feel like I've said these things to you so many times, but it's things that I forget, and I like lose track of myself sometimes when I don't do these videos, because I have gotten out of the habit of making finance videos every week because summertime is just insane. I know it's insane for everyone, but I forgot how crazy it is to make time for videos that I really want to film. So I'm trying really hard, at least one day every weekend, to be able to film for you guys. And pretty much my whole summer is like planned out already, so I know what weekends I have to film in advance for and things like that. So I'm trying to just be more proactive and stick on my schedule, because I was getting like a little bit not so good about that for the past few weeks. So I am back on excited. I'm back with my excitement for making this type of video, and I'm just really excited about all this type of stuff again, you guys. So I hope this was fun. I love doing these chatty videos. It makes me feel even better to talk about it with you guys, and I hope it inspires at least one person out there to get excited or think about things in a different way, or just, I don't know. I hope you guys like these videos, and I know I love making them, so I hope you guys like watching them. But I hope you all are having an awesome day. Definitely stay tuned for 7 summer flings, Project Pan, and my Finish 24 by 4th of July finale, and then a new Project Pan that I'm going to be working on. I'm just really excited, and maybe some declutters or something. I don't know. I'm just excited, motivated, and I hope to keep this up. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you all are having an awesome day, and I'll see you guys soon.